name is Matthew Datz with Escape Room Techs, and here today I'm going to show you our valve game. Our valve game kit includes 4 indestructible knobs, 4 FX51 sensor boards, a FX45, a badass controller, and 4 sets of 10 of Neopixel lighting. The goal of the valve game is to match the combination number that you have set. I set my number to 9. So when you bring all the lights down to the 9th position and all 9 lights are lit up, it will solve the puzzle. For my puzzle, I set it to where all the Neopixels change colors, but you can have it set to anything as far as a maglock, or to turn on a light, or to make a podium lift up. But I'll go over that in another video. Next, I'm going to show you how easy it is to program your badass controller. So what you want to first do is come to our website of escaperoomtechs.com. You'll go over to shop, click our badass controllers. You'll see our badass manager. Go ahead and click on that. We currently support Windows 64 and 32 as well as Mac and Linux. So after you have that downloaded, you'll want to come to your badass manager. You'll see your badass controller come up. You'll see its name. You'll see what room it is, its IP address, the game that's currently selected, and the network. If you click on configure, it'll make sure that your selected game says Valve. If it doesn't, you want to come over to system, go over to your firmware updates, and your file name should be BAC firmware latest valve.bin. If it's not, I'll have a link down below to show you how to change this and get it all updated and saved. So what you want to do is you'll come to general, make sure your selected game is Valve, your selected network. We have all these different networks that you can choose from. We have our device name, our room name, and once you have that all configured, you'll come over to your hardware tab. You'll make sure your external devices, which are 4 FX51s, which all have different addresses, and to change that, all you have to do is go to your FX51 boards, and you'll see these little toggle switches. Just flip these in different directions and you'll have all different channels. Next, you want to come down to your Neopixels. You'll see that output 4 is set to 40 Neopixels. All that means is to tell you how many lights it needs to activate. It's RGB order, so ours is green, red, and blue. So if you type in you want your red light to be on but then green comes on, then you have to change up your RGB order. So once you get all that done, you'll click save, and notice how it says changes require restart. So after you hit save and it's done saving, what you'll do is you'll unplug your BAC and you'll plug it back in. That way it's confirmed with all your lights. So then you'll come back to your badass manager, you'll click configure. Next, you'll go to your game. You'll come to this game screen. Right now I already had all my sensors learned, but I'm going to unlearn them to show you how to do it. So you'll see the detected sensors, you'll see the addresses, you'll see the current digits, and you'll see an error status. So if I turn a knob, you'll see that the current digit right here changes. So you'll see that all your digits are currently changing, which means that they're all good. So you'll click Save Detected Sensors. Then it'll bring you back to this page where it's the stored sensors. Now, we have nicknames for them, so you can change them to where they're located, their address, the current digit, the solve digit, the digit increment, the display order, and all your different color of lights. So right now, my first knob is currently sensor 3. So if I want to change that to 1, all I do is come to display order, change it to 1. Next is my second one, which appears to be sensor 1. Change that to 2. And sensor 3. Change my sensor 2 to 3. And my sensor 4 is good. Just come down here, click save, you'll notice that your lights will change according to where your knob is located. Next, I'll show you about the digit increment. So you'll notice that if I turn this knob, it's going backwards in direction, and for this knob too, but these knobs are going in the direction they're supposed to be. All you have to do is find your sensor. So right now it's 2 and 4, so I'll click counterclockwise and then counterclockwise, and I'll go ahead and hit save. And that will change the direction the knob needs to go to change the lights. So now I have in all directions. To change the colors, all you do is come to your LED red, green, and blue. I'm going to keep that at red. I'll change my second one to blue. So you just put 0, put 255 here. Now 255 is the max brightness that comes from the LED. So if you want a little less bright, all you have to do is just change it to 150 or whatever your color that you want. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this at 255. I'll change this to blue. And I like making yellow, which is 150 and 75 of green, which gives it a nice little yellow. So once I click save, you'll notice that all my lights change colors to exactly where I want them to be. Next, you'll see under the advanced settings, you'll go ahead and click enable advanced settings, hit save. Now what you want to do is you have your max dropouts and your digits per LED valve. I have 10 because that's how many digits I have on my strips, and your pin number, I have it set to 4. Now there's a 4 and a 5 on your FX45, so you can have another strand of Neopixels set into your pin 5, but right now I have them into pin 4. And your fade in and fade out speed is basically the amount of speed that your lights turn off and on when you're turning knobs. So if you wanted like a really quick response, you would put it to 255, and if you wanted a slower response and speed, then you'll change this number to a lower number. The invert every other works as, here I will show you. So if I didn't have invert every other on, basically what would happen is that they would come at different directions, because that's how the strands are set up. So what you want to do is click invert every other, click save, and now they'll all go in the same direction. Now if you wanted to change your solve event, all you have to do is click event, and right here under solve I have my Neopixels being changed to a different color, all of them. And a wait time, I do the wait time because if you don't have a wait time, it's gonna make it flash super quick. So I give it a nice little 500 milliseconds to give it a nice flash pattern. I do a wait, set Neopixels, another wait, and then a call event. My event is just for more color to be added, but again, you can have it turn off maglock, you can have it turn on a light, turn on relays, whatever you want. But now that you have all that down, let's go ahead and save. And if you wanted to change your solve digits back, I want to change it to 9, so we'll change those to 9. Go ahead and click save. And now once I go to set my Neopixels back to 9, the game will solve. Now what's cool about our indestructible knobs is that they require 0 reset. And what I mean by 0 reset is that if you go into your game master under your valve game, you'll see that all the lights are good, and that means solve the puzzle. So if you click room reset, it'll ask you if you're sure. and so it'll change the display of numbers. So if you want to go click room reset again, it will set it on a different set of numbers. So that way you don't have to come into your room and reset to 0 or random numbers. The room reset will automatically change it to random numbers for you. And that's all you need to know for the Valve game and its setup. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you would, please like and subscribe our YouTube channel. And please follow us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Escape Room Techs. And I will see you on the next one.